We're back, guys. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Guys, make sure when you come in, make sure you hit the like button. If you have not subscribed, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Guys, welcome back. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, guys. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling?
Chilling, man. What's good with you, baby?
Man, my
All good
49ers
over
won.
here.
My 49ers won. I'm excited, man. We going to the championship, baby. So I'm excited. So Eagles, watch out. The 49ers are back in town. So go ahead. You already know, Jordan. This is your day. You already know you're the topic, man. Go ahead, do your thing.
All right. So as you see, the topic is funding for Black colleges remains higher, but they may never see another one year like 2021. So this is basically going by of what Ed Reed was hired from to go Bethune Cookman, and he was showing how trashy their field was and everything. They had to clean up. And this goes all the way back to also with Deion Sanders, when he was coaching at Jackson State, and how he was there for a couple of years and, building a program. But when he left, they had a problem with it. That, a lot of people have a problem of leaving somewhere if he's getting paid more money. And really, this discussion is about, of how, how some of these HBCUs can't really attract top flight recruits, especially Black recruits, because some of the issues that we have in HBCUs, all over the country. And I really feel like we need to discuss about this topic. We're definitely gonna play some videos about it. Probably from Ed Reed of how he was saying about how how he got to Bethune Cookman College, which is in Florida, and how he went there and his like I said his office really was really messy. When he went to the field, it was really messy. It was a lot of trash, and he had to get his players, and also he had to get other players from other schools, from like volleyball, track, and to clean up the the field there. And so the thing is, it's like, when we send our, if our parents want to send our kids, to these schools, what type of environment they're going to be in, and are they going to, especially if they want to go there to get looked up and to go to the next level. Like for instance, let's say a recruit wants to go play basketball. You're not going to see a lot of any scouts from the NBA going to go look for him unless he's very, very talented. Same thing with the NBA. I mean, the NFL, track and field, soccer team, all that type of stuff. There's some problems in the in HBCUs that really need to get fixed up and really need to be highlighted. And I feel like when we talk about, how we need to find a solution to help these HBCUs so they get top recruits, it's feel like it's always we discuss a problem, but but we don't have a solution to how to fix up these HBCUs. It's always like playing victim. It's like, oh, we don't have this, you all have that. And my thing is that when Deion Sanders was in Jackson State, he really gave a lot of HBCUs the blueprint of how to attract top recruits. How to definitely investing into the Jackson State. But the thing is, it's a lot of red flags in the HBCUs that really need to be fixed. And remind you, the past since 2021, 2022, a lot of the HBCUs has been getting funded, from the government. And since they get funded, I'm not seeing anything they're improving from, from the practice facilities, from the stadiums, to the arenas. They're not really, they're getting the money. It's like they're investing into these establishments to get the money, to attract these recruits. And it's really, really hurting. So I want you to play the first clip of Ed Reed of how, you know, he was talking about how it was trash was, and they also played the second video where he was talking about that they let him go, and after that we're gonna start it up. We're gonna discuss about it.
All right. Jabaria, my brother from another mother. I love you, fam.
Red lipstick. How you doing, sweetheart? We need some of that vibe over here. Bring that vibe with you.
Hey, gorgeous.
Hey, Red Lipstick.
Been mutton and showing shit. I chose not to, but now I'm out here walking with the football team, picking up trash. But I'm mutting us. Man, get out of here, man. I should leave. I'm not even under contract doing this. I'm mutting us? Man, get out of here, man. They mutt me. These motherfuckers ain't even clean my goddamn office when I got here. I'm mutting y'all? Get your ass, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. All this shit here was trash in front of me. Who you think got this shit cleared out? That building right there got trash in it. It's fucking trash. What are you talking about? You need no goddamn donors to come out and help out, cause people just want money. That's why I don't fuck with social network. Fuck out of here, man. I've been mutting and showing shit. I chose not to, but now I'm out here walking with the football team, picking up trash. But I'm mutting us. Man, get out of here, man. I should leave.
All right. Let me play that second video.
Yeah, he asking you, Jordan. Should you play that second video? I think he asking.
Yeah, so Akeem's gonna play the second video. This is when Ed Reed talk about how he got let go from from Bethune Cookman, and he had gathering all his the team, and I think the parents was there and everything. So he's going to discuss of how he was let go and how he feel about about the kids there and also the kids in HBCUs as well.
What do you want me to do? Just like I want y'all to keep going, regardless of what happens today. Young men, that's what I've been telling y'all. Right? Yes, sir. Is that right? Yes, sir. Pick up trash tomorrow, because that's what we would do, right? Yes, sir. We was gonna do it anyway, right? Yes, sir. Jaden, where you at? What you said, Jaden, last Sunday? Whatever we. I'm not withdrawing my name as Reggie Thea's ass want me to do. He the one, and whoever else with him. You can't be an AD and a head coach. It's impossible. I worked at the University of Miami for 3 years and I saw it.
Talk to me.
And I know.
Yeah, we in there live right
You
now.
understand? Hang up the phone, Ro.
We in there live right now.
Ro!
Yeah, it's Prime.
Be okay, dog.
Yeah.
Y'all understand what I'm saying? Speaking in football,
Protection.
teaching these young men about life. They ain't seen the play yet. We don't even have a practice field. Less than a week we've cleared this land y'all see over here. Less than a week. Because a man came from Baltimore who saw me come into his neighborhood when I was a rookie, talked to his neighborhood, his mom strung out on drugs, his daddy not in his life, and I talked to them and he said, I'm here for you. What do you need? I don't want to hear about all the bull. And I talked to him and I took him over there and he met him. He walk out there, my new best friend. He said, man, you don't even know me. His whole demeanor changed when he got back to me. He said, Ed, you were right. I said, yeah, we cut that little piece of grass and them snakes showed. And I ain't talking about the rattlers. Bigger than football, mom and dad. We still have kids showing up today for the recruit weekend. We got kids showing up tomorrow. They told me to cancel it and y'all was getting off the plane. Where they do that at? I'm not withdrawing my name. Sis, read the quote. Read the email, sis. Read the email, sis.
Bethune Cookman University has announced that Ed Reed has withdrawn his name from consideration to become the next head football coach at the university. That was just one of the drafts, not the...
It's not happening. I ain't withdraw my name. Y'all saw me last night. Did I sound like I was leaving? Did I sound like this was a problem, like y'all, like I was getting fired or something? Like y'all got me in here lying to these people, man. And I wasn't lying, I was just telling y'all what was real. I got a 14-year-old son who I had to call this morning. He in Atlanta. He had a game, a banquet. I just missed it. I'm sacrificing my own money for these young men. Just last night to have a good time. And I'm still looking after them. Dante, where you at? Dante Drew, where you at? You lost your wallet, huh? Guess who got it? Your coach. I found it. Ain't that something? Get a young man his wallet and his money and everything in it. Glad you're using protection, too.
Read.
I just sat, stood, grew up in the eye of the hurricane for a long time. If you know anything about a hurricane, right in the eye is calm. Even in this moment, I'm good. But I hurt for these young men. That's what I hurt for. That's what the tears are for. Because I know what we've been working on. So much more than football. I didn't care for 20 years. I've been doing this, working with kids. CT done it together, and his kid is being recruited now. I had to tell y'all all together, they don't want me here. It's not me. And that's just the truth. It's not me. I would not do that. How would I withdraw my name when I sat with Jordan Johnson? Jeremy Greaves' dad and parents looked him in the eye just as I did with y'all last night. Why would I do that? Y'all heard the lie. They lying. They ain't right. They not right. Say me, it ain't right. I spoke the truth. Just because you hear some curse words? Just because you hear curse words? When the Ku Klux Klan came in 1904, it stood right outside and Dr. McClain stood just like this by herself. Come with it. And you weren't about curse words? When they got people who are out here trying to kill these young men? No, it ain't me. I knew I wasn't wrong. I ain't care what nobody said. Still don't. I had the best of friends calling me, bro, you can't do that. Man, get off my phone. You with them. You playing the game. I don't play no game. I ain't got no time to play no games of politics. I never did. They didn't do their research. They thought they was getting, lack of better words, a dumb job. I'm not. That's who y'all had raising y'all kid here. But good, man. Not perfect. We all make mistakes. And I apologize for mine. And I told them that they have to be professional. It's a teaching moment, as we use it as, right, Jada? I had individual meetings with these young men, and we started by playing chess. Not checkers. But I said, all of y'all got one move. Y'all got to learn to work together. It's chess, young man. They not even playing checkers. They don't care. They don't care. What's up, big bro?
Hey, I love you, man. You know that, right?
Yep.
We
I
talked
do.
about this. We talked about this. We know the structure. We know the order. We know how it was going to play out. And you've been there fighting. I know what you're feeling. I know what you're going through. You got to understand, Ed, God has a time and a place for you, my brother. And I know your heart. I know everything that's going on inside of you. You know, I know you like a book. And I know how you feel about them kids, and I know you do not want to leave those kids. So I'm praying for you right now, man, because this is going to be the toughest thing you ever had to do in your life. Sometimes, Ed, you got to walk away, my brother. I know it's tough. I know you don't want to hear it. But sometimes in life, we got to walk away.
You already know, big bro. I
You
appreciate
didn't let nobody down, Ed. You didn't let them kids down. You did what you was called to do, and you tried your best.
Thank you, big brother.
I love you, man. I'm here. I will be on the next flight if you need me. You know that.
Nah, you good. You handle your
Okay.
business. You know
Okay.
that. I'll give you a call.
Please. Hey, you know what God wants from you, man, and be that. Don't let them provoke you, my brother. I love you, man.
Bro.
All right.
Coach Prime, everybody.
I really do appreciate y'all time, taking the time to come, hearing me out.
All right, so that we know. Yeah.
So every
So
he's out, but he forgot to say the one. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
so fellas, y'all, I'm gonna let it out. So what y'all got to say, man, about this topic, y'all? What y'all got?
To me, I'm gonna be honest, it don't make any sense. For one, two, oh man, I keep saying, well, I have a different ideology when it came to the civil rights movement, but the problem I have with the civil rights movement, they made it seem like white is better than black on the other side. So this is the end result. You want to go to you want to invest in this school, but yeah, you don't want to create your own. You don't want to create your own HBCU. You don't want your own college team. You don't want to create. You don't want to create nothing. You want to fall back into whatever they have created for you. So at the end of the day, you can't get up. Like I'm not gonna lie, if it was Sugar Month, congratulations, edreed. You played yourself. Pretty much, you did. You embarrassed yourself because remember he come from an area where I think everybody already know he was an NFL player. He come from that area of you supposed to conduct yourself in a certain manner. So you can't get upset if you out there acting crazy and they canned you. That's just how reality is. I think everybody already know what the situation with Deion Sanders. I didn't get mad at him when he left because I understand the aspect of sometimes we mistreat our own and we don't treat our own best. So what they gonna do? But I really want to know Hakeem's take on it because at the end of the day, it's hard feeling, but I don't really feel bad. I'm just being honest. But I just want to know Hakeem's take on it.
No, wonderful perspective. Yeah, I might be surprised. I think the college did the right thing. They fired him. So you have to look at it from this perspective. In all colleges, when you sign a contract with somebody, or you potentially sign a contract, the way you act represents the school. So if you're talking bad about the school, that means you don't have their best interests at heart. We could have did that all in the back end. We could have did all that in the back end instead of the front end. You feel me? Ed Reed, I don't know if he thought he had leverage like Prime. No, even Prime, when he left, it still left a bad taste in the college mouth. It doesn't mean that he's going to be able to come back there if he wanted to. So people have to understand there's a thin line between being honest and damaging the representation of a corporation, an entity, or in that perspective. He should have went about it another way. You know what I mean? One thing about black people is the hardest thing we have an issue is making us look bad, especially making other black people look bad. We're gonna start saying it's the principle, homie. Why did you went off and did that? First thing they could have said was this: "Damn, dog, you had my number. Why you just ain't called me and told me you had a problem?" Am I wrong? I bet you that's what the conversation was like. Hey, you had my number. Listen, Sugar Plum, professionalism is the world y'all looking for. She's 100% correct. This is professionalism. You know, the funny thing is, what Ed Reed did, some white people have done in colleges and got excommunicated. Degrees taken. Literally, degrees taken back. So he can't say, you know, I mean, you doing this for passion. You could have went about it another way. Fundraising, getting people to, you know, I mean, do that. Unless here's the thing. Here was my question is, why didn't you do what Prime did? Put your money up. People forget Prime donated half of his salary and had connections to go put his money. He didn't talk shit at first. At the ending of him going out, he started to voice his opinion. And to know this, we all know HBCUs have an issue, lack of funding, lack of alumni giving back. You can't solely just depend on federal funding. It don't work like that. Harvard doesn't have to. It has an endowment of a couple $1 billion, and that's not all from public funding. Some of these schools have alumni funding that keeps the school running, oiling, breathing, and keep going. Black people who graduate from these HBCUs do not go back and barely even give back. So we need to start looking at who to blame before we start pointing out.
I'm gonna say this about Ed Reed. I understand his passion because he was a passionate player. He's a passionate person. But my thing is like I think he went here and he didn't go there with a plan. I think he suspected something that he suspected something like what PWI is, but he saw something else. He didn't go with a plan like what a Deion Sanders did. When you go to something like that, you got to expect the best of the best or the worst of the worst. And how can you bring it up? You know, just to really to put out the that you cleaning. Okay, cool. You don't even have to put it out there. You just say, hey, keep that to yourself. The stuff that you saw bad, you keep the receipts to yourself. You don't blast it out there, especially HBCU, especially HBCU. You know, so. When Ed Reed thinks like this, say this is all spread out. You know, if you do this, other HBCU is not gonna look for you, yo. You're done because you act out with an emotion. He did not have a plan to change a university. I don't even think he was gonna have a. Go ahead.
No, because I was gonna give you a little pushback. Did Coach Prime pick up trash though?
Not that we know of, no.
So, which means they treated him different than Coach Prime. So, I kind of understand his sentiment on the aspect of why he's been emotional. Because keeping in mind, we didn't see Coach Prime pick up trash.
No, Coach Prime put up $200,000 though.
No, but you didn't get what I'm saying though. He didn't.
Yeah.
You're not getting what I'm saying though. did not pick up trash. Yeah, Coach Prime gave money. Yeah, hands down. Yeah. But at the same time, do you see Coach Prime pick up trash?
No.
That Jabari just said it. Coach Prime got money. That's why. So they treated him different than Coach Prime. Now HBCUs, if they would have treated Coach Prime like that and him like that, then I could agree. But no, they treated two people two different ways because one put up money and the other one did. That's not right. Go ahead.
But I will give you a little pushback too, Rodney. Remember, Coach Brown, he got robbed a couple of times in Jackson State, but he didn't say nothing until you left.
Yep.
And that's why I'm gonna go with Ed Reed. You know, the stuff that you do, you got to
think about it. You don't think about it. Let's say me and you go for the same job. They got me. They got you picking up trash and me in the office. You gonna feel some type of way. But wait a minute, me and Ronnie got the same job title. How come Ronnie not picking up trash, but you got me picking up trash? You are a human being. You have emotions. You have the right to express yourself. Now, the way he expresses himself online, I disagree with that. However, he does have a point. Go ahead.
Yeah, I definitely would feel some type of way, but there's something that I would, like you said, I would have put my emotions out there yet. I would have, settled in a different way and see how I can make improvements of it, because, but yeah, with Ed Reed, it's like, like with Sugar Plum said, you kind of played yourself in a way, now, like I said, who's going to look at you now?
Yeah, I don't feel sorry for the dude at all.
No, I don't feel sorry for him in the aspect of how he handled it professionally. However, he does make a point. Why you have me picking up trash when the other person that was here didn't pick up trash? Keep it fair. Remember, I'm a guy with fairness. Keep it fair all across the board. You get what I'm saying? So if you saying that, hey, Coach Prime pick up trash, so you got to pick up trash, I'm like, okay, cool. Because my previous mentor was picking up trash. So of course I gotta go out there picking up trash. But you telling me now because I took the head coaching job, you got me picking up trash, but then Coach Prime because he put up money, you got to treat him some type of way? Nah, bro. No way. But
they was gonna cheat with some type. They was gonna cheat with some type of way if he would have left on Bethune Cookman. Let's say he would have picked up. Let's say if Ed Reed didn't pick up the trash. But there's still stuff going on that he might know and kept putting it out there, kept putting it out there on the social media, was Coach Deion Sanders. He didn't do that till the end because when he left, that's when everybody said, everybody have a problem with it. My thing is with this, Ed Reed, you should have had a plan of doing it, even though Ed Reed do got some money now. He do has businesses. And my thing is, it's like, to me is, it's like, if that was the case, you could have, paid somebody like a service to pick up the trash too, if you didn't want to pick up the trash and everything. So I'm gonna go back with Ed Reed. He should have had a plan to do. He should have had a plan, but it just shows you what he put out there. He had no plan whatsoever.
Facts. But also look at it too, like we're not gonna go stumble over the fact that this is the same thing that goes on with black businesses, lack of funding. You know what I mean? People not willing to stick together and do a lot of things. Don't get me wrong, there is a bigger issue in hand. There's a very big issue about the way this stuff goes on and how like, for God's sakes, one of the most decorated schools. I've been hearing about Bethune Cookman all my life. That fam and stuff like that. To hear that there's trash all over the place. I know people who graduated from there. It just says a lot, but still, it still is an institution.
No, but you know what I mean? I can't. You say, is it because of lack of funding or because these people are taking the money? Because there's a lot of people that do invest in HBCUs. A lot of people.
So if we look at the numbers, the funding is high now, but we're talking about from a period of 10 years. I'm just going to go back. So I could say this: there could be a multi-layered situation, mismanagement of funds, the way they're handling it, and where their focus is at. A lot of alumni are not encouraged to donate. You know what I'm saying? They don't have partnerships. You got to understand something. You and I know, and Jordan know, college is still a business at the end of the day. And the way you handle your business is the way you go about it. Look at University of Miami. How many buildings they have taken over in Miami in the last 10 years? They merged with the hospital. This is how This is how you do business. Every college has a business. Okay, we got a medical program. We're gonna merge with y'all. We're gonna put some of our people. This is what we do. We're gonna share resources. Hey, you're gonna buy a building here. You're gonna go over here. So we have to look at it from that perspective.
No, but my only thing is HBCUs. That was I love Jordan's idea. We do have money. We already know that he's an NFL player. He loaded. He hired somebody to pick up the trash. However, if those type of schools, I'm telling you, they have funding where they got stuff set aside to keep the school in a certain way it's supposed to look. You can't tell me, and not that, I think y'all can agree with it. Trump also donated to the HBCUs when he was president. To all, hey, this is what's happening. So that means they have the funding they need. Out of two things: somebody's taking the money. I'm just speculating here. I'm not saying this is fact. Is that somebody taking the money, or they really don't care nothing about HBCU? And not only that, but his job as remember, Ed Reed was hired there not as a garbage man, but as a coach. His job was just to coach. How you gonna have this man come to the job and tell him, hey, you gotta pick up trash? I'm not gonna lie. I probably would have did the same. I'm not gonna lie, I want to go online, but I probably went to the board of director and told him, hey, my job here is to be a coach. You're not gonna have me come out here and pick up trash with my students because I'm a coach. I'm supposed to get ready for the upcoming season so we can win some games. Their priority was out of whack. But go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I also wanted to say that the fact is, it's like, if Bethune Cookman is thinking this way, what about the other HBC universities? What are they doing? And it's really particular of, I'll say this: when top recruits want to come to your school, even though HBCUs, they're low of getting recruitment, they definitely want to take out. They definitely want to take out the facilities. They definitely want to check out, the athletic director, and they definitely want to see if they could get scouted. If they have the talent, can they get scouted to go into, to the NFL, or not just the NFL, to the arena football or something like that?
Yeah.
If they can have that chance. Because I would say this, I want to say back in the, in the 80s, 70s and 80s, there was a lot of, talented, black athletes who went to HBCUs who got drafted. Walter Payton, I think O.J. Simpson's, pretty much there was some pretty good, black college players who was really, really good who went to the NFL and got some got to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And I feel like, HBCU, they're missing of like, how can we attract these top recruits? How can we better invest our money? But the thing is like, it seems to me it's like when HBCU, they're mishandling the money somehow, some way.
The Susa. What's up, Queen? I wanted to go back and read some of the comments that Sugar Plum said, so we won't. She said, Ed seemed to be a better man. He seems he wants to make them better overall men instead of football players. You're 100% right. His love was there. His love was there, Sugar Plum. You're 100% right. Ed seemed to want to put his pride into people picking up trash and cleaning the environment he started. That's 100%. Ed is a community dude. But when you're so enraged and passion, you have to control it at times, because passion can really deviate and rub off people the wrong way. Who had people picking up trash? Let me tell you, I don't think nobody asked him to pick up trash. Nobody asked him to pick up trash.
I can't.
He probably. Let me tell you. because it's not his job. Because the college has to have a cleaning crew. There's an environmental service has to be there. So what might have happened is he's seen that he has to recruit. So he said, okay, he was trying to take matters into his own hand. That's my opinion. I think he's seen that they're taking too long. He said, I'm gonna take matters into my own hand, and I'm gonna put put this forth effort into it.
No, but Hakeem, he wouldn't get if he would have did it. If you saying what you're stating, if he would have matter in his own hand, it doesn't make sense for him to go off like that. I mean, someone had him pick up trash.
100%.
Someone had him.
No, 100%. You're right. You're 100% right. And also, too, I'm gonna be real with you. Why I'm picking up trash if I don't even have a signed contract yet? You're not getting paid for it. I know you have passion. I have passion for stuff too, but I'm not gonna do that service and do that thing too if it doesn't bend. Because check it, if I would have went there and I had to do some things, I'm sending the college a check, a bill. Hey, I did this and this. When can I get my money? I'm not gonna start working until I get that money.
I got a question for you guys. With this, Ed Reed's, not, got, let go by with Bethune Cookman. What does it say for other, black head coaches that came from either a college superstar or NFL superstar? What do you think? What do they say about, going to being, go to a coach, being interviewed to HBCU?
Man, that's
a good question. I'll let Hakeem go first so I can bounce off his answer.
No. I do think this set precedent on how you're supposed to conduct when you're working for people. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Black people think that we're so separate from white folks. You still have to have a standard of act when you're dealing with certain people. You feel me? And you're dealing with corporations and dealing with businesses. So we want to do things as we go, and it shouldn't be like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think new people coming in will have to be able to negotiate and understand what level the college is at. Maybe the college is not at the level to do certain things. Because a lot of these colleges hope that somebody will come in and do what Prime did. Prime was an anomaly, bro. Prime was an anomaly. I'm not saying it can't be reproduced, but he was an anomaly. He turned a failing football team to one of the ranked number football in 2 years. I want to see the stats after in the third year.
No, but the thing is, Hakeem, Ed Reed didn't have the opportunity to be able to do that to the school he was in because they let him go because of his behavior. I get that. But to me, I don't think they should have fired him. They could have at least suspended him because you don't know what he could have brought to the table when it came for the upcoming football season. Go ahead.
And I want to add this too, Hakeem. One of the reasons that Hakeem was a high recruit because anybody want to play the position at the cornerback position, he was the best to ever do it. Ed Reed as a safety, he was the best to ever do it. So anybody who want to be a safety, who want to learn from him, if he would have had that chance, he probably would have got some top recruits to go to Bethune Cookman because, him played as a safety, being a Hall of Famer, playing a safety, he would have got those players. But go ahead, Hakeem.
No, you're right. But then I want to know is this. What are the goals of these people when they get on there? What are your goals? If you become a coach, what are your goals?
But Hakeem, the goal is to get the kids to the level of the NFL so they can be prosperous or whatever they're trying to do. I think that's the main goal, right?
Not all
and also, and not all of them. And if that wasn't worked out, Deion did the same thing. If I can't teach you get you to the NFL, but I'm gonna teach you how to be a man in life.
Yeah,
teach them life lessons.
So a lot of that is important, and we got to see from the standpoint. I do see that this issue is so big and it's so interconnected. And the thing is, I think since Prime did this, there's a high expectations for these football players now to come in and save us. When really a lot of the issues could be saved with a regular coach. I'm just being real with you. Because here's the thing. Good planning, repetition can do a lot, can change a lot. Don't get me wrong. Marketing is a big thing too. A lot of these colleges, HBCUs, are 10 years behind when it comes to social media marketing. 10 years behind.
Fact.
There's some colleges who are in your face. They got pamphlets in your face 5-10 times a day. If you're saying, if you live in a certain town where there's a college there, they're marketing heavily to you.
The Hakeem, think about it. You're thinking the logic here. Like Jabari said, I can see Jerry Rice when coaching. I see that too. Because think about it. If you get a coach like a Jerry Rice or Ed Reed, who mind you, the amount of recruiters, like Jordan said, come there because those are NFL stars, like legendary people. Those are not no people off the street. Those are legendary people. Come and coach these kids. They'll be like, man, these guys gonna have to be in the NFL.
Hey, Jabari, I'll give you another name. How about Ray Lewis?
Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders. I almost say Ray. If you get Ray Lewis, because that man is the leader of all leaders. If you get him into a HBCU, oh my goodness. Yeah. Talk about Deion Sanders being an anomaly. Ray Lewis, oh my God, he can do it. Go ahead, Hakeem.
I wanna go back and say Shannon Sharp. A lot of people forget Shannon Sharp got drafted right out from an HBCU.
Yep.
So
Savannah State.
Savannah State. I want to say, Jabari, you are right. If Prime didn't coach at Jackson State, then nobody wouldn't have cared. But you're 100% right. What we need to do is, if the school knew what to do and market better and entice a lot of old football players to want to come and help and devote their time to build up these programs and market to some of these people. They listen, you and I know, when you have funding, you can shop around for a coach. You can shop around for a defense coordinator. Colorado University, the motherfuckers, they're drenched in money. Drenched in money. Longhorns, drenched in money. Notre Dame, drenched in money. They fly people out on, you know what I mean? Like they had a private plane. So the thing is, HBCU need to know how to gain more money so they can start shopping better people around.
And Hakeem, that's the thing I want to reach. They're going for these NFL stars because they can teach them how to, market and promote their brand and everything.
No, but Hakeem, Jabari made a point here. He said he made it kind of like a semi-great point. He said it's hard to market being an HBCU. It's true, but also I disagree with Jabari because there's a reason why. Because now social media is the tool for marketing. Prime example. I'm just saying this is a prime example. Somebody on TikTok went to Waffle House, literally got a waffle, bacon, and then some egg, and made it into a waffle sandwich. To the point, like a couple of days, everybody going to Waffle House say, hey, you got the waffle sandwich? We got a waffle sandwich? You got a waffle sandwich? They're like, nah, we ain't got it. And to the point, they put it on the board and say, hey, we don't sell waffle sandwich at all. So money, you can market yourself on social media. All you got to do is pick up your phone. That's it. Make a talk video. Hey, Ed Reed doing this on the sideline. People gonna go to like, dude, it's Ed Reed. Go ahead, again.
I want to say something that people might not. You know what's gonna make us competitive and gonna make us better? The enemy of the enemy is my friend. We're gonna, like, as Black people, we're gonna need to work with our enemies to get to accomplish our goal. So, mind you, we all know, like, some of the best defensive and offensive coordinators are white at times. We might need to hire a white offensive coordinator at a Black school to help get to a certain goal. Sometimes we have to. Huh? No.
I hear you out. I'm hear you out. Go ahead.
Yeah, hear me out. The only reason why I say this, that as Black people, we're hard enough to get people of our own people to come work with us. Our own people to come work with us. In history and time have I known, if we want to try to get to a goal, it's like the spook that sat behind the door. You feel what I'm trying to say? If we want to make black people better, we have to understand what our counterparts is doing and sometimes work hand in hand to see if we can advance the goal to get to where we're going. Look what Jabari say. Hakima, there's
But
white
Jabari,
players.
I put back for Jabari though. The only reason why white people are in HBCUs, let's keep it real, because most of the black players are in Bama, Georgia, all the high level schools. So the HBCUs, they need money. Like I think that they need money. So I'm gonna bring the white folks. I'm gonna bring the white people in because we ain't got nobody that's coming to the school.
Listen here. Some of these white kids go there with their own volition. Some of these white kids go. Listen, you can easily go to Alabama State. Some of these guys don't really have to come. Or listen, they got the Hispanic boy that was at over there too. You know what I mean? So the thing is, we listen. Jordan's Black Fresh Sound say something. Black people are its worst enemy. We are. We can't work with each other. So how can we make things better for other people that's coming behind us? Create a system, work with our enemy to get our people over to the finish line. Think of this. You think the Arabs don't got an issue with the white man? He still works with him. You got to understand something. Saudi Arabia, and we're not talking about the kingdom, a lot of their fundamentalists come from these areas. But here's the thing. America knows Saudi ain't about that bullshit. They still work with them. And Saudi knows to work with them. They have, you know what I mean? So we need to work and understand where we get to. Because let me tell you something. If certain things we need in our HBCU, we don't have the right qualified people to work there, where are we going to find them? How are we going to train them?
How are we going to hire them?
How are we going to hire them? And sometimes, what if you bring some? Look, Coach Prime, when he went to Colorado, he hired a white defensive coordinator, one of the best in the nation. The best in the nation. Why he ain't hire a black person?
No, I'm gonna tell you that.
No,
too.
you want.
I watched right now because he in Colorado. Colorado is a white school.
No. The white guy he hired was in Alabama. He's trying to win. If we're trying to win,
not a black school. Bama's a white school.
No. Listen, Alabama's a white school, but here's the thing: if we're trying to win, who are we going to bring along in a winning team?
No, winners. I agree with you. When it comes to the game, there is no color. But when it comes to the HBCUs, there is color. So that's what I'm saying. So they look at things as a color, as a pretty much colorist. Anything they focus on is color. So bringing a white person there is going to throw things off because HBCU is considered a black school, a black college. Sorry, go ahead.
You know, there's white people working at HBCUs right now in Howard University. There's tons of white professors at Howard University. But there was an incident. Howard is a historically black college. There was an incident where a white professor went off on a black student there. They're all over the place. Some things we have to adapt with the times. You feel me? Because let me tell you something, brother. We need help badly, and our own people are not focusing on the thing. We don't have enough people focusing on certain areas so we can hire certain people. This is the same argument I get when people say that Africa got so much resources. Do you know how to drill oil? Can you pull minerals out the ground? It's the same thing with these football and these basketball teams and these HBCUs. You don't know the first thing about running a full-fledged program. Get somebody up to build it up for you, create a system, and you never know. You didn't invest in doing that. You didn't get the top-tier coaches. So we can produce more coaches. We can produce them. But we're not doing it. So that's what I say. We have to work with people. Look, in Morgan State, there's white folks in the administration. Talk to me. Talk to me, Jabari. Talk to me, Jabari. That's in Maryland. So this is the reason why we're going to keep lacking behind if we don't get the right people to come and work with us. Some of these white folks, some of these Hispanics, some of these Asians, they want to work at certain places, but the ideology that's promoted be like, okay, maybe not, they're not going to listen to me. I say, bro, we need to help black people. We don't want you to come teach us Mandarin. We need you to come teach us what we need to move our culture along. We know you can't teach us African studies. We got enough niggas to do that for us. We need science, psychology, coding. We need the ones who are proficient in these.
Economics.
Economics. Black people ain't proficient in those. Let's get the people who are so we can help us do this. And that's my whole point on that.
You know, I kind of get what you're saying, Hakeem. We know, me go to a public high school, which was all dumb. It felt like it was all black school, especially these public schools. There was white teachers there, that who was there who taught taught economics, science, and all that type of stuff. And it was cool. And seeing that in a HBCUs, I wouldn't mind it. I'm more of a code of keep your friends close and keep your enemies closer.
Thank you. But if we're trying to progress, we have to adapt with the times. Do you think the Spanish universities don't got white boys working over there?
Yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing with you saying. What I'm trying to say is because the whole thing, especially let's keep it real, pro-black mindset is keep everything black. Now, like I stated before, HBCUs had gotten funding from the Trump administration. They got funding for that. So they getting funding from the government, which is considered white government. So they getting stuff from. So they getting some help and resources from them. But the problem is they don't see it like that. I'm trying to tell you right now, if a white coach go to HBCU, they're gonna look at him different. I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it in the butt.
Are you saying that from a media standpoint or from the kids that go to the school?
The media, also the kids that go to the school. But
okay.
Listen, if a white coach wants to come to HBCU, they're gonna want to know, what are you there for? If Joe Montana went there or Troy Aikman, it was like he might say, hey, I'm just coming to help. Would you turn away Joe Montana or Troy Aikman? Oh, okay. Listen, okay.
No, okay. Bro, I'm just telling you, I'm talking about the HBCUs for the sake of the argument here. I'm talking about me. I work with anybody. I think you supposed to.
No.
But the people that
HBCUs, Ronnie, right. We understand what you're saying about the mindset of HBCUs, how they pro-black. We get it.
No, I agree with you. Listen, pro-black means pro-broke. We don't have the infrastructures. I'm just gonna be real with you.
Go ahead, Hakeem.
Listen, you're talking to one of the most pro-black people ever. But let me tell you something. I've been drenched in this for so long to understand pro-black don't means pro-economics. Pro-black don't means we buy food from each other. Pro-black means pro-broke. Pro-black is just a kumbaya and say, let's get together, put some drinks in a bucket and drink, and we all go home and sleep with your white wife. So let me tell you something. Pro-black means pro-broke. You could be a Pan-Africanist. You can have listen. You have to want the whole culture to move forward. Let me tell you something about the Indians. The Indians are so culturally entrenched in who they are. You could tell who they are, and they support the movement of being Indian. Same thing with the Chinese. Black people don't do that. We want to separate us in different sections of being black. When you Indian, you Indian. There's no Indian supremacy. There's none of that. There's Indian. You know what I mean? And you could tell, and they don't mind being known as being one of the best coders or software engineers in the world. We need to understand that. So here's the thing. Being an HBCU, all it means is just that you a college that lasted and you didn't go out of business just like the rest of us. What do you, and let me tell you something. You was there at the time when it wasn't letting us in other doors. Now we're going to other doors. What are, that you do different that we can come? You're not even affordable to go to. Let's get something straight, nigga. I can go to Miami-Dade and it's cheaper than going to Flomo. People stop me when I'm wrong here.
You're not wrong. I want to say this, Hakeem. It seems like in our black community, let's say we'll be like if we open up a clothing store, it's like we want all the black people want to buy our stuff.
Yeah.
But we're not reaching it from the Asians or the white people, the white people to buy our stuff. Listen here. I'm gonna say this. If we want to start moving some things and gaining more money, you know, all black people should it's not just black people who should be buying our stuff or going here. It should be other races to be going our stuff over to build something like that as well.
Brother, you said something that really tickled me because you said something like, when we start a business in our own neighborhoods, it's barely there. What's up, Nikki, baby?
What's going on, Nikki?
Nikki, what's happening?
Nikki,
What's happening, Linda?
Nikki, baby.
What's happening to Linda? Linda's here too. Kenny's here too.
Hey, Nikki, baby, Proverbs 31. Nikki, baby, Proverbs 31.
No, I want to quote scriptures right now. We getting serious right now.
So let me tell you something. 100% of us who has black businesses, we don't go support black businesses. I know that for a fact. There's these black girls on 27th, 22nd, and 103rd. They opened up a men's clothing shop. A men's clothing shop. I so happen to go to the corner store to go get me an Arab hoagie and a quarter juice. So I'm looking, I'm like, this a clothing store in here? And I walk in, it's ran by black women. He said, we got your size. Here's a couple shirts. You know what I'm saying? Here's a couple shirts. And I'm like, I said, hey, nobody comes here. They had everything in their jackets, boots. And I'm like, yeah, you know, we don't get that much publicity. I said, you damn near in the hood. You on 22nd. No, we don't support our own. I said, hey, why don't you market to the Hispanic boys over here? But it's a black business. They promote themselves as a black business. Sometimes promoting yourself like that, telling people that only black people can come in here. You could say, this is a business, but I'm also a black person that runs it. That's a different way we can go about it.
I want to add something too, Hakeem. With social media, we promote ourselves, you know, with Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all this stuff, but it's not owned by black. You know what I'm saying? So we can do this stuff, but if we have let's say we have our own, you know, black social media type of app, you know, our black, you know, our black code, our coding is, you know, it should be all black. Let's say we had a black Instagram, it should be all black. Like, no. Dude, look what Instagram did. They attract all different races.
All different races.
The same thing we should do if we have a black social media, a black Instagram. We need to attract all races, not just black people.
Listen, I'll even break something down to you. You ever heard of the sneaker gallery downtown?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there.
You've been there. You know. Okay, everybody. You know they run by some Hispanic boys, right?
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Yep.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I'm aware.
Niggas in there buying shit every day, right?
Yeah.
Okay, have they ever been robbed?
No.
Okay, now fast forward to this. Have you ever heard of Purple Carpet?
Yeah.
Okay, you know they've been robbed a couple times.
But look at the areas in. We already know about that.
Listen, why did he listen? He opened it up to provide sneakers and clothes to the kids. Niggas ran a SUV in there. They rammed an SUV in there. And they snatched up everything. He said, I just tried to open this up in the hood.
But the situation, okay, but the situation with blacks, like I think Jordan said it, is like you and Jordan mentioned it, is a lack of marketing. Think about it. If we get let's say we get a LeBron James. Let's say you create a clothing store. And you get LeBron James in there in your clothing store and wear one T-shirt. This work.
Yeah.
You put it online, I guarantee you the next day people are gonna be at your clothing store.
No, you're right.
Absolutely.
These black celebrities don't do that. They'll go to, like say they'll go shoe gallery downtown, DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, you name them. What's gonna happen? Next day, I remember one time when I was going to Miami-Dade down there, Literally, I seen a long line of people trying to get one pair of shoes because DJ Khaled, Rick Ross was promoting it.
Yeah.
That's the power of marketing. We don't sell. And not only that, I can even a situation with the hood. Let's say because there's a place in the hood that's run by rappers. They don't hit up. They do not hit up. They be like, that's Boys College store. We're not going there. We're not going to hit it up. We're not going to touch it, but we're going to support it. Go ahead.
I love that you say that, but black people have an invested interest in certain things, and white people have an invested interest in certain things. What we want to sell, yes, but of course we're going to support sneakers, clothes. That I don't know if they have foot soldiers downtown.
I don't think they have it anymore.
Yeah, but what we want to sell is, and this is I want to bring this topic. This is where we have foreigners who are a little bit different, when it comes to marketing. They did because they have a whole cultural thing. They're welcoming to us. As far as us, since we're the originators here, we need to have a different marketing plan. You feel me? And wonder if it was me, let's say for me, I would want Jack Black, Julio Iglesias, and I'll get LeBron to wear my stuff. Because you want to know why? My shirts catered for all these guys. You feel what I'm saying? If I'm wearing sneakers, I want everybody to wear. I want everybody to come in, feel comfortable to do certain things and do this. It's the same thing with that. As long as people don't come and disrespect each other. So that's the point that I want to get. Yo, we running over a little bit of time now.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this last point. I know we're going over. The thing with black people, let's say for example, if Jordan have a clothing, like he got a t-shirt line, if all the black people, all they gotta do, come together, buy all his t-shirt. Now we're rich. We just made Jordan wealthy. Now he can build a community. Now he can go and build more stores. We don't do that. We'll go to a Gucci, buy up the whole store. So guess what? Now Gucci, he's worth 10 times more than ever before because black people are doing it. We don't know how to. I'll keep saying. I think Hakeem, you mentioned it so many times. We don't understand the meaning of good economics.
I'm gonna make you feel sad here. Right. I have a side business, and Jordan, I want you to go. I have a side business on the side that I sell certain things, and mind you, I don't have my face on there. It's a business that I run with some other person. Majority of my clients are white. Majority of my clients are white. Now listen here, I'm selling black things. I'm selling black stuff. The majority of people who buy it are white people. The way I know that, I see their names when I ship the product out to them. So we have to understand where we are at as people. Like white people, black people, they're all going to support our stand, but we can't act as people and be inclusive at times. You feel me? You should have pride about who you are as a person, where you grew up at, who you is, your struggles, but we have to move forward. Because you want to know what? As a race, I want us to be considered like the Chinese. As a whole. I want us to be respected like the Indians as a whole. Listen, we're respected in America for certain things. We could shoot hoops. We could rap. Our ladies are beautiful. You know, we got some of the most beautiful women in America. From Miami to Los Angeles. We got some of the most beautiful women here, especially in Miami. The baddest women come from Miami. But here's the thing. We don't know them for nothing else. Nobody says we're the smartest in becoming a doctor, which we are. Nobody says we're the smartest when we come to electronics, which we are. No, we put so much focus on these other guys. Nobody focuses on here. So that's where I want to be respected like the Chinese. I want black to be respected like the Chinese. But we can't be inclusive too. So that's my last point on it.
And I'm gonna say one thing here about Chaos Culture Radio with us, even here in YouTube, Pandora, Apple, whatever, we just don't cater to black people. We cater to everybody. We might have somebody in Pandora, somebody from the Asian from us listening to us from Pandora, you know what I'm saying? Or something in our Apple Music, somebody's listening to us from another country who's white, England, whatever, and all this type of stuff. So this I'm just going to end it up to this. You know, for those as Black people, we need to change our coding and really learn about, you know, group economics. It's really, I'm going to say change our coding because our coding is terrible. It's like we don't care about us, but we need other people help in order to get what we need to get.
And
that's all I'm going to say about that.
Jordan, it was a beautiful topic. I love the feedback, the back and forth, because that's the only way our community get better. And this is why it's so important to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell on the right hand side. And remember to call so you get all the notifications what's going on with KR. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Thank you for tuning in to KR Coach Radio. Shout out to the Sousa, Fresh Sound, Florida, Jabari, Linda. You already know Sugar Bomb, Baby,
Baby, Proverbs 31.
People on Facebook,
Proverbs 31.
People everywhere. People on Twitter. We thank you guys for tuning in for this 1 hour. We thank you. Hopefully see you on Wednesday, 6 o'clock Eastern time.
Red Lipstick, de Sousa, Switzerland. and I am an Ephesians 5 man.
Well, you know what you mean, Sousa. We over and out. Peace.
We over and out.
Peace.
In the house.